hope you're good. My name is Uzolisa Mqaqiso, and today I'm not doing a hair tutorial. However, I'll be doing my first proper story time, guys. I don't know, like, I think before my hair tutorial I had another video, and I was quite tipsy, and I decided to delete that story time because I think you guys deserve like a proper story time. So this will officially be my first story time, and I did do like what is this thing called? Is it a survey? Yes, I did do a little bit of a survey to ask some of the people around me. I think I did it on WhatsApp and Instagram, just to ask people what kind of stories that they would like to hear. And most of my girlfriends, my colleagues and them, they said that they would like, you know, the juicy stories, you know, all these adulting things, and you know, the relationships and stuff. I have those stories. I have a lot of them. I have a lot of them. However, I thought I should not start on that note. I also want to use this channel to just address some of my childhood traumas. I think that will be something different, because I feel like a lot of YouTubers, they do share a lot of these you know, these juicy stories and all of that. So I thought I should just add a little bit of a zazz into my channel. Okay, so before I moved to Port Elizabeth, I used to stay in Johannesburg. I used to stay, I grew up in Roodepoort, and yeah, in a little I don't know if I should call it an area. It's an area in Roodepoort, not too far from Roodepoort town. I used to stay in Cresswell Park. And I stayed there for, I think it was 10 years. I moved that side with my mom in 1999, and I lived there, and I moved a lot of times. But yeah, so at that time it was 2004. The night it was New Year's Eve 2004, and I was living just across Cresswell Park. So it's like Cresswell Park, and then there's this main road. I forgot what's the name of this road, but then across it, then Durban Deep starts. So I used to stay in Durban Deep at that time, and we used to stay in a house close to the lake. And oh, that place looks so trashy right now, but at that time it used to look it was really like, it used to look nice. And in the yard we used to stay, my mom used to rent in that, we rented in that yard, and there was like a few foreign people that stayed in that yard with us. And there was also like this man called, I'm gonna call him Dara. Yeah, Dara. Okay, so Dara, he was in a relationship with my mom's cousin. I think I would just call her my aunt. And he used to stay in the same yard as I did. And on New Year's Eve, my mom's cousins, they came over, and my cousins were there. Like, it was just packed. My mom's sister, my aunt, was there as well. So the whole family was around. And also Dara and his brother, and the girlfriend of the brother was there and stuff like that. So it was very nice. So my cousin and I, Amish, we were so bored. So across the street in Cresswell Park, across the road, main road, we had friends. And there was this girl called Apiwe. And apparently at that time they used to call Apiwe the Daily Sun because she used to have a lot of stories to tell. She used to, gossip and stuff like that. So yeah, we went to play that side close to Apiwe's house, and we also we went to our friend called I will call her Kadi. I'll call her Kadi. So we went to Kadi, and we went with my uncle. My uncle at that time, because now he's deceased, may his soul rest in peace. He was 4 years older than I am, and so he was around our age, So he was like, okay, no, we can go to that other side and go play with Kadi, because Kadi had brothers as well. So he went to play with the brothers. And so my mom and my aunt, they told my cousin and I that we're not gonna go with. And we were like, hey bo, Johnny, why can't we go with? Because it's New Year's Eve, we want to go. And then they were like, no, there's a main road here, so we don't want you to cross the road alone, and it's not safe. So yeah, you guys, we don't want you to go, and so you have to stay home. And it was so boring, guys. Like, it was so boring at home because they were drinking and like, what can we do there? Like, it was just my cousin and I, and we were like so bored, and my uncle already had left that time. So we're like, no. So we begged my mom, we begged my aunt, and we're like, no, please, okay, then just take us halfway, and we're gonna come back with my uncle, okay? And then they were like, okay, it's fine then. We'll take you across the road, and then afterwards you guys must come back before 8 o'clock. And we're like, okay, fine. And so they took us halfway. They took us halfway, and they helped us cross the road, and we managed to cross. And then we got to the other side. We went to Loki's house, and yeah, guys, it was so nice, man. We're playing. It was New Year's Eve. We were just waiting for the fireworks and stuff like that. And well, we're supposed to return by 8, but we did not return by 8. Yeah, because our uncle was there, and he was like, no, it's fine, you're gonna go with me, it's okay. But he was also a child by that time. He was not even, he was a teenager by the time. He was like 14 years old, but of course he was like our protector. And my cousin was like 12 at the time, and I was 10. So what happened is, we played like throughout the whole day, and then we're like, okay, we're gonna wait for the fireworks. And while we were waiting for the fireworks, so Dara came. He was with his friends, so they came by to the other side, because it was really not far from where we stayed from Loki's house. It was not that far. So he came to visit, I don't know who, the other side. And then we saw him, we're like, hi Dara, hi. And then he was like, yeah, you guys must not forget that you must be at home early and stuff, because he was chilling with my mom and them, and my aunt and them. So yeah, so we saw him, so he left afterwards. And then it was around past 11. Was it past 11? Yeah, past 11. Yeah, we're so excited. Okay, fine, the fireworks are gonna go on, etc, etc. So we're excited and stuff like that. And then come 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, guys, the fireworks start. Happy and as we have 100 shooters, and then we hear bah, bah, and we're like, yo, what firework is so loud like that? But we're like, okay, we don't care and stuff like that. Okay, fine, the fireworks are done. This is like maybe 20 minutes after 12 that time, so the fireworks have come down and everything. Here we see Piwe coming down, running. Guys, I just saw a dead body. And we're like, hi, Suka. And then my uncle is like, yo, we're not up here, you're a daily son, you're lying, man. Where did you see a dead body? And she's like, guys, I'm not lying. I promise you, I saw a dead body. And then we're like, we need to. And so we went up. We were left, and we went up. We're like, okay, fine, we're gonna go home now. It's getting late. It's even past the time that we were supposed to, because we're supposed to go home at around 8. We're gonna be in trouble. We need to go. And we're asking my uncle, he must take us home now and stuff like that, because he was the one that told us to actually stay. So it's like, okay, fine. And so he took us halfway with his friend Paito, and then afterwards, as we were turning the corner, there's like an open space, and you can actually see the main road, and you can see the houses where we stay. But it was quite a little bit dark before the houses, so we're like, okay, fine. I was a little bit scared. I'm like, scared to walk in the dark and stuff like that, but yeah, it's fine, because we're going with my uncle and his friend and stuff. So they took us, and then when we were walking, we noticed someone laying on the floor with his face, on the ground with his face like in the sand. And then we're like, and I'm like, hey, is this man sleeping now? Like, how is this person breathing if they're sleeping with their face like this? And then I was like, my cousin is like, hey, guys, I noticed this t-shirt. And then I was like, no way. Wasn't Dara wearing this t-shirt earlier on, like a similar t-shirt? And we're like, yeah. Everyone's like, yeah, he was wearing a similar t-shirt. And we're like, we're just confused whether is this man sleeping, or is he drunk? What's happening with this man? We're all just confused. And then Paito is like, hi man, this man is dead. And we're like, hi, wait, now don't say that, try to wake him up. So Paito goes to the man, and then he shakes this man, and we don't see the face, because it's like it's on the ground, so we don't know who it is. And then he shakes, but this person is not moving. And I'm like, yo guys, and now I'm starting to shake, I'm starting to shake. I'm like, what's happening here? Like, why is this person not waking up? And then Paito is like, okay, I need to turn him over to see if he's sleeping or not. So Paito reaches over for this person, and then he turns him over, and it turns out it is Dara, and there's a bullet on his chest. I couldn't believe it. I don't know what traumatized me more. Was it the fact that I saw a dead body, or the fact that the dead body is someone I know? And so we're like standing there, and then my uncle is like, yo, Piwe was right. There were really like gunshots. And then he was standing there. I started crying. I'm like, I'm so confused. I don't know what are we gonna tell? So my cousin and I were like panicking now, because our moms told us not to go anywhere, but they told us not to go to that side. But now we went, and then this thing happened. And also another thing is that, what are we gonna tell them? What are we gonna say? Because we just saw a dead body, and the dead body is actually one of my aunt's boyfriend. And so we stood there, and then we just saw some adults coming, because we were the first people on the scene. And we thought that Apiwe was, when she said that she heard gunshots and someone is there, she was just exaggerating. But well, it turns out that she saw the whole incident happen before her eyes. Mind you, she was also a child, and she left. We did not believe her, and we then arrived on the scene, and were the first people, and it turned out to be someone that we knew. And I'm sorry guys, I like recalling this whole story, like just brings that trauma back. And can't believe this. I still can't believe I'm thinking about it, that I almost had forgotten about it. And so some adults came by, and then like a lot of people start coming and stuff, because the gunshots were shot like what, 20 minutes after the whole fireworks. And now everyone has stopped doing fireworks, and now some people can see that we're standing there by, and then we are in a circle and stuff, and then they come to us, and then an adult is like so shocked and say, what happened here? And then we said, we just found this person like this. And then they call the cops and the ambulance. And guys, and I was just standing there. I was like, I'm thinking we must go home now. But I'm scared to even cross the road, because I don't even know who is waiting for us there and stuff like that. So it was very scary. So my uncle asked like a stranger, like an older guy, to take us across, because he also was scared. Him and his friend, they were scared as well. So we're like, okay, fine. So an adult, he took us across the road. So we just crossed the road, because our house is just like after the main road. So we went inside the house, and we went straight to the room, and everyone's just celebrating in the house. My cousin and I went into the room. We were sitting there. We were like traumatized. So at that time, the ambulance hadn't come yet. So we left the older people there, and then we went home. And then my cousin and I were like, I'm not gonna say anything. My cousin's like, I'm also not gonna say anything, because we are scared for our lives that we will be in trouble, even though it's not our fault. But we were so scared, because our parents warned us that we should not go, but we went either way. And then while we were sitting there thinking, and with all of this trauma and stuff like that, we just heard a loud scream in the lounge, and the music stopped. And then my cousin and I, that's when we realized that, okay, now we need to go out of this room and go see what's happening. When we went there, Paito, the drunk one, and he had already like told everyone that Dara is dead. And then we were like, oh, we're gonna be in trouble. And at that time, his brother was there, and so his brother, he left immediately. with my aunt and stuff like that, who was the girlfriend of Dara. They left and they went across the road, and we could actually see the whole thing, like the ambulance from the window. So my cousin and I, we just peeped through the window, and then we were just watching, and that's when I saw, I don't know what is it called, but that blanket that they cover a dead body with, like that silver thing, I forgot what is it called, but yeah, so they covered him with that. And then my mom and my aunt came to the room, and they were like, so tell us what happened. Yo, my cousin and I were like, yeah. So we were like, yeah, we went there, and then they were like, why did you even come late? And we're like, we don't know. Our uncle told us that he's gonna take us across the road, so we stayed longer. And then they started shouting at us and said, you see what's happening. If you guys listen to us, you wouldn't have seen this, and so forth and so forth. Guys, I thought that's the end of it. We slept, they're fine. It was the whole trauma happening, but for me, it stayed with me, I think, for months. I could not go to the toilet even during the day, because I feel like I'm gonna see a dead body. It traumatized me. I can't really recall like when it did leave my brain, but eventually it did. And I think it only left when we moved out of that house. That's when I started relaxing and stuff like that. But yeah, that is the first time I saw a dead body, and it was not the last. I will also share a story again next time of the second time I saw a dead body right in front of my eyes. Yeah, so I'm gonna share that story next time. I don't wanna give it all away and take too much time, because I can see that the video is quite long right now. It's probably gonna be shorter because I'll edit it. And guys, the video that I posted, my first video, it took forever to edit. It took forever to edit. And I was like, this is not child's play. It's not child's play. But that is the end of my story. And I hope you've enjoyed it. I did not even finish doing my nails because I got caught up telling the story. I was trying to recall everything back from my story. So please do like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And I will see you next time on my next video, guys. And please, if you have any questions, please also do put them down below, and I'm gonna answer your questions. So I will see you guys next time, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.